Today is May 7th, and it is also our bi-weekly marketing update day. Welcome back. My name is Simona Costantini,
And I'm Tally Mello.
and we are two of four co-founders of Northflow, and we are giving you an overview on what is happening behind the scenes at Northflow this last 2 weeks, and doing a deep dive on our marketing update today. But before we go any further, we want to share with you that we officially have our Discord community ready, open, and running, and we would love to have you in our Discord community. This is where we're going to be hosting our bi-weekly marketing updates in the future, as well as office hours. And this is a really great place for you as well to come, ask questions, be part of our community, and help us continue to build out Northflow while we support you with the launch, growth, and production of your show.
If you have any feature ideas or any feedback, bugs that you want to report, or just come hang out with us, join us on Discord.
I love it. We're actually in there all the time, and we're constantly sending messages back and forth to each other, sharing gifts, having conversations. So come be a part of our community. The link is in the notes below and also in our weekly email, so you can join from that link as well. Tally, should we go into all of the incredible things and features that have evolved and happened over the last couple of weeks? Because we have a lot of stuff that has gone live, a lot of features we've been working on that are finally published, and a lot of things to share with our Northflow community.
Yes, we have so many features that went live the past couple of weeks. So, yes, let's jump in. I'm so excited to share about these because we've been talking about it, but it's finally live. So, one thing that we have that is brand new and will replace another tool that you're currently using is Calendar. So, if you log in right now on Northflow and you create a show there, each show will have its own calendar. So you'll be able to go in, set up your calendar. And if you have a client that's with you on that specific calendar, you can actually add them to it. And then they'll be able to see all of the events that's actually being added to that calendar. And another thing that goes with the calendar is actually forms. So you can have a form on its own, or you can have a form that's part of the calendar. So it's totally up to you. We made that optional. You can combine those two together. And the cool thing about all of this, Simona, is that so whenever somebody does a booking with you or submits their questions or like answer your questions through a form, you can actually turn that into an episode automatically. So whenever you're setting all of this up, you can toggle like on and off, like, yes, I want this to become an episode. And then that's the cool part because you don't have to go and extract all the information from that person to create an episode. It's all going to be there for you. Plus, along with the interview that you could be scheduling on the calendar as well.
I love that. Can I add in two really quick things with those two? Calendar, what's really great about it is that it integrates with your Google Calendar. So that's really important because it's automatically going to sync into the calendar that you're already using on a day-to-day basis. And like Tally was saying, it has one calendar per show. So you can use this calendar to book in guest interviews. You can use it to book in pre-interview calls. You can use it for anything that you need. And it removes one tool from what you have to pay for. So if you use something like Calendly, for example, now you don't have to pay for Calendly anymore because it integrates directly in with Northflow and works and talks to your entire system. But not only that, I use High Level for my website hosting and stuff like that. And through High Level, I have all kinds of calendars that I can create. But what's great with Northflow is that I can link my calendar directly to there and have Northflow run both of my podcasts directly versus me having to integrate it into my business because I don't necessarily want to do that personally, just for my own self. And then when you think of the forms will replace things like Jotform, which a lot of people will pay for. Also Typeform, which is another form software that people will pay for. Google Forms, which can kind of feel clunky sometimes and a little bit of a mess, and it doesn't really talk to your whole system. Because like Tally is saying, you can take your form and turn it into a podcast episode directly. So it gets rid of all of that additional admin work that you have to do on the back end. And as a client, for example, like your client can send it off to whoever they want to have on their show. And then as a producer, agency owner, or even, podcaster running their own show, now you can take that form and you see all of the answers right away. Everyone is on the same page and everyone has the same information. Do you want me to share about production schedule, Tally? Because I'm so excited about production
Well,
schedule.
I know. I was actually going to ask you to do that. I was going to ask you a question about it because
Sure.
this is one of the features that our very own Simona requested because she was still using Google
Hmm.
Excel, right? You were doing the Google Sheets for
Yep.
this, and we needed to bring it somewhere, somehow in Northflow. So go for it, Simona. Tell us about the planning schedule.
I'm so excited. So, production schedule, planning schedule, however you want to call it, this will help you plan your show. As an agency owner who runs, we do about 20, 25 podcasts on a weekly basis. Every single client has their own production schedule. And I'm so excited about this in specific because you can plan seasons using it. You can plan themes. You can plan your quarter. You can plan launch timelines. You can plan your weekly episodes. And you can also link it and create different notes. So it is really the perfect planning tool when it comes to your production schedule because it really gives you an overview of everything that you're going to create over the next few weeks, few months, few years. And we all know that with proper planning, you will become more consistent, right? And when you become more consistent, then your show is on air for even longer. So it's crucial, I think, to have a production schedule because then you always know what you're going to record next. So that's why I'm so excited about it. You can add things, you can remove things, you can move things around however you need. So please check out that feature. And I'm so excited about it. And if you need help using it, just contact me. I will happily walk you through all of the things production schedule.
Yes, and then there's another piece to it too, which is the color coding. So
Mm.
you can set up different, let's say, seasons with different colors. This way you take a quick look at it and you know exactly what's what based on the colors that you were able to set.
And the next one is new task editor and AI tools. So we have integrated a lot more on the AI side, which is really important, especially nowadays, because we know so many creators use AI day in and day out. So this is better note planning, helping you generate better outlines, creating different ideas right inside the task flow that you already have set up and you already have created. Do you want to add at all to that, Tally?
Yeah, we even have an option where you can create an image right there. And the cool thing about it, whenever you create an image inside the Northflow AI tool, it automatically gets added to your assets library. So whatever you create there, it's gonna be connected to that episode on your under your asset library. So just another thing, just keeping everything under one roof. One thing that I actually want to add as a answer as this question would be what are some of the common prompts that you currently use while you're on ChatGPT or whatever other AI platform that you're currently using? If you could share that with us, it would be nice because eventually we want to be able to have some predefined prompts there.
Mm.
So, yes, do share it with us because we would love to hear your feedback on it.
I love that. I have a few specific that come to mind right away, but I would love to hear on Discord what other people's are and see if we have any alignment in what we do to get a show into, from recorded into production onto the air.
Yes. And then there's one last thing that we launched this past week, and that's the quick task mode. So basically, whenever you're adding a new task, there's a little toggle on the bottom left that you can turn on and off. So if you're adding multiple tasks, you don't have to be clicking add new, add new. Whenever you have that toggle on, you create a task. When you click to create, it automatically has that next modal open so you can go ahead and fill out the information for the next task as well. So
I love
it
that.
just makes things a little quicker, a little smoother, and you could just focus on adding all the tasks that you're going to be doing during that episode.
I love it. I personally used it to build out all of so I created like a different template in the Volt Productions Northflow account and I used it and it made my life so easy. I think I created that whole template in probably 3 minutes, less than, from everything from like assigning different tasks to my team and adding different outlines of things. I'll give you an example. So one of the outlines that I added was to the show notes. So I have a specific outline that I use from episode to episode. And so I put that in my template already so that I don't have to go and find my show notes template every single time I create a new episode. I can just take my show notes that's already existing in my template and fill out the information that I need to fill out every single episode versus having to go and try and find it, opening up new documents and this and that. It's just way more efficient, honestly. It's just way more efficient.
So yes, that is all the features that we have live right now. And we're not stopping here. As you know, we'll continue to add more features and work and updating these features to be better as well. So if you have any feedback as you're using, let us know. We would love to hear those. As you know, we're also building in public, so we would love to continue to get if you run into any bugs or any feedbacks. One of the bugs that we recently fixed was like on the login, it was just taking on a loop. So that was handled within a few hours after it was reported to us. So just let us know if you see anything. And one thing too, Simone, if you want to talk a little bit about it, is that we're still doing demos.
Yep, absolutely. My mind was going there next. I was like, we have to share about demos. So we're still doing demos, and the link to access the platform is in the episode notes below, as well as in the email that is sent through our email list. You go in, request an invite. It literally takes 1.2 seconds. You just put your email address in. You get access to the platform, and through there, you can book a demo to demo the product with us. So over the last little bit, all 4 of our founders have been on these demo calls, which is so much fun, and helping producers, podcasters, agency owners onboard their system to Northflow. Why this is really important to do now is that we are still technically in our beta phase, and the product will be turning into a fully paid product very, very soon. And because of that, we want to bring in as many founding members as possible beforehand. And you will get an incredible price as a founding member once the product turns into paid. So be sure to request your invite and book your demo now so that you can secure that pricing when it does go paid, which is happening very, very, very soon, like in the next month-ish or so. I'm not giving a defined date just because, but it's going paid very soon. So please book your demo in ASAP. We are so excited to meet you and cannot wait to hear about you and the show that you create, the podcasts that you run, and everything you do on a day-to-day basis.
And I love the fact that after these demos, I just feel like we're actually building a relationship with the
Yes.
folks that we've been talking to. So the conversation doesn't usually stop there. After the demo, we're talking on Instagram and now on Discord. So it's so nice to be able to meet all of our founding members and have that one-on-one conversation and get their real-time feedback.
Exactly. And I will highlight too that most of these updates and all these features that we've implemented and are sharing with you today are coming directly from our founding members that are using the product and using Northflow every single day. And so when we say that you have a hand in building this product, you absolutely do. And all of your feedback directly shapes everything that we do next, because we want this platform to be the most powerful podcast and content creation management tool out there. And the only way that we can do that is with your feedback. So please feel free to request your invite, book a demo with us, get in on everything Northflow, and we can't wait to see you there. Thank you all so much for joining us today. My name's Simona.
And I'm Tally.
Bye.
Bye.